I mean, you're not gonna believe that ending. Because the last round went pretty fun, huh? This is the kind of round where you see like Michael Jordan come out of retirement and he's not the same Michael Jordan you wanted to see, but you're just still watching anyway, you know? So we're gonna see if this round changes anything. I just finished this round. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But man, that ending, oh, what an ending. All right, never played this course before. I've always wanted to play it. Looks pretty fun. Try to play very smart and easy. Let's talk about playing smart. I think it's fine, just over those trees. Didn't hit that well. You'll see that I'm playing from the white tees today, mainly because whenever you travel to a new course, I love playing new courses all the time, you should always try to keep the number, the distance, the yardage, kind of the same. So I'm used to playing around 6,400. The white tees apparently are 6,500 here. So if that's correct, then that should be fine. 6,500 seems pretty far for the white tees unless they're just like, you know, interchangeable colors. I think the key to scoring today is really going to be my wedges. It's a good start already. It's one green in regulation. Oh, play the music. We're not gonna hit driver every single hole, and we're not gonna bomb driver every single hole because that's kind of pointless. So I'm unfamiliar with the course. So the biggest thing to playing an unfamiliar course is don't play reckless. Even though this place seems pretty open, I'm still not gonna play too reckless. So I'm gonna hit a 5-wood out there, try to keep it in play. Perfect. This is a good example of not really knowing the course. It was a little bit of a blind shot, but I didn't know how far the fairway stretched. Thankfully, the rough is not too bad. 105 to the front, 115 to the middle. 115 to the middle. We always want the middle number today. Recently, with my wedges, I've been really bad with them, and I've not been aggressive enough, as aggressive as I need to be. So we're gonna be a little bit more aggressive today with our wedges. Mile past it. Okay, 50 to the middle, about 30 to the front, sloping a little bit downhill. One big thing is when you're having consecutive bad rounds, which I've been having recently, is I'm going to try to not get in my head. Good thing I checked the club, wrong club. I'm gonna try to not get in my head after a bad shot because that's gonna cause the spiral. And I don't wanna start thinking, all right, it's inevitable the bad round is happening again. I'm really gonna take my teachings to action of focusing on what do I need to do right now. I just need to get it on the green. But like I said, my wedges have been in a bad place. There's no excuse for having 2-3 wedges in my hand at the, you know, from 100 yards out after a pretty good tee shot. So I really just have to have confidence, keep my weight forward, and do what I know how to do. That was a great chip. Tapped it in. Broke a little bit. I did not see the break. Okay. Par 3, around 130 yards. Nice, simple pitching wedge out there. Keep your arms straight, hit down on the ball, Tony. That is right at it. Oh, good shot. See, when you play bad golf, you're always one shot away from a really good shot. That was a fantastic shot. I left myself with 5 feet. Let's take this putt seriously. I'm really gonna use a lot more of my feet to feel the greens. Oh, that's a good start. Even though that hole was not a good start, but this is a good start. 2 birdies to start. It's a good driver hole, right? So whenever I speak about having a good driver hole, for most people, anything that is pretty wide open, you can't lose the ball, that's a pretty good example of a good driver hole. You're not trying to lose the ball. I'm not thinking about losing the ball, but that's coming in play where there's no out of bounds and there's not many trees that I can hit it behind. Of course, there are trees that I can hit it behind, but I'm not gonna think about that. Pretty good shot, right on the left hand rough, I think. No fairways yet. I don't think I was aiming where I was aiming. That stuff is surprisingly hard to get out of. It's very fluffy. Pretty straight. Use the line, Tony. Oh, come on. It's like fluffy dirt. This is where course knowledge would really come in handy. So it's a par 5, but it's a little tricky because it's a dogleg right, and there's also seemingly like a split fairway. So I don't really know if you can go for it and do that, and I don't also know where to aim. That's the other fairway to the left, so I think you need to kind of aim it around these trees. So I'm just gonna try to hit a little bit of a straight one with a little bit of a fade with my 5-wood. Instead of top it. But you know what? We'll at least have an angle from over there. So after you hit a bad shot, get back in the game, pull your pants up, and focus on the next shot. Plenty of chances to get up there still for a par. This is just not my hole. But you can't see it, but there is a bunker up there. So we need to cover at least 130, which is fine. It's a nice pitching wedge. I mean, we're like 120 to cover the edge. I don't know if I'm long. I think it was pretty good, but it might be a little long. Wow. I guess I hit the slope. I don't know what I'm doing with these wedges, man. Oh, this is wet now over here. I don't even know really how to hit this. I think I'm gonna try to hit this like a normal wedge shot a little bit. Come on. Oh my God, come the fuck. This is incredible. What the come on. Holy that ball is going in timeout. I don't know what happened there. Literally, I just could not hit a wedge to save my life, even though I wasn't doing anything different than what I normally do. So you know what? It's all right. I don't know what happened. We're gonna move on. That hole, out of my mind. Getting a 10 on a par 5, I don't know the last time I did that. Maybe when I first started, but you're here to witness it. Anyway, back. Now I know you're thinking, Doc, what you got there? Something that I didn't even know existed when they reached out and said, hey, do you want to test our product out? Now I have 2 rules for people that are reaching out and saying, hey, do you want to test something out or can we sponsor you? 1, the rule is, would it actually be something that I would use? And 2, would it entertain me? So it's an air compression therapy for obviously your legs. Yeah, it's a strange feeling. And the reason why I would try it out is because I have a history of some issues, mainly with my right knee and my leg because I lift heavy and I don't stretch enough, like most people that lift weights. So who is this for, right? This air compression massage boot that looks pretty wild. It's probably for people that like to walk courses and they have some leg soreness after the rounds. It's probably a good tool for that. I've been using it for like 2 weeks now. I've been playing some golf, but it's a very strange feeling, I'll tell you that. But all throughout your leg and different segments of your leg. So it massages it, squeezes, massage, lets go. And it's a strange sensation at first, but you get used to it. And it actually feels pretty good. Since I don't want to waste your time, I would say it's probably for people that have leg soreness frequently, that like to, kind of alleviate that leg soreness a little bit in a different way. And it also probably just helps them more beneficial as well. Ooh. Maybe for people even going on like a golf trip, right? So if you're going out with the boys or the girls for like a 3-day, 4-day long weekend kind of golf trip, and you're older than the age of, 27, when you bend down, you're like, ugh, every time you pick up the ball, like me, it looks ridiculous, but it would save you guys a lot of soreness throughout the whole weekend. I don't have to say anything good about it, and I would say, who was it not for? Well, if you're young, it's probably not for you because you probably don't need it. It's probably a very niche product, but I think if you are looking for something that is a little bit more, you know, niche and suitable to your leg issues. If you have leg issues, you got to look on the website. You know, I'm not going to push anything that is going to be harmful to you. They said this is FDA approved, so if you don't know if you need it, we'll just look it up. You know, there's a link in the description that you can look it up and you can learn more about it and get back on what we need to do. Once again, I'm going to aim for the left-hand side and try to fade it back in. I'm not going to try to fade it. I'm just going to play my natural fade, but I'm going to aim for the left-hand side as opposed to the right-hand side, but too far right, and leave myself short-sided again. So, I don't know why that came out so low. I did not mean to do a stinger with the pitching wedge, but it's not a terrible spot. All right, you can hit a chip. Just do that, man. Looks like a pretty straightforward par 5, except for the end, which we will get to. So I'm just gonna hit driver, hit it up there, and go about my day. It's a little bit, I think, heely or tough. This tree is not really a problem because there's a pond before the green, so I can only hit it 100 yards max. So I'm just gonna chip an iron. I'm just gonna chip it down there. So it's 160 to the front, 170 to the middle, 180 to the back, but there's water, so I'm not going to try to mess with the water. So I'm gonna hit a 7 and try to pull back a little bit on it, or even hit a long rather than hit a short and, you know, have another par 5 blow up hole. We're literally as far away as you can be on the green, but we're on the green. That was a bad putt. Putting is, I mean, everything is killing me today besides my driver. My driver has been fine, so we're gonna keep on working it. Stick to the plan. Playing bogey golf right now, which is no good for me. But you know what? Based on the last round, let's keep doing what we need to do. Let me ask you guys, do you like all flat tee boxes or do you like a little bit of variation in them? I think I'm gonna know the answer, but. Should be right down the middle. Yep, in the wind, so instead of a wedge, I'm just gonna hit a soft 9 because I don't know how much the wind is gonna affect it. But it's blowing pretty nicely, so hit a soft 9 up there. It's too soft. Recently, I've been hitting the ball the best I ever have been, but there's just like a mental block when it comes to scoring with me right now. Besides my wedges. My wedges, I don't know, that's been really bad, but it's just been a mental block for scoring. And whenever it comes to like my approach shots, I hit it so well. I think I'm too much in my head about hitting it far, hitting it short, whatever. And the difficult thing is like I practice my wedges the most, but when it comes to like just using it on the course, it falls apart, and I don't know why. And I think I just need a little bit more. I need to remind myself to be confident and aggressive with the wedges. Don't hold back. Also be aggressive with the approach shots as well. Well, 280, bottom of the fade. Good news is most people aren't even watching this far in. So, most of you that are watching still, you can say whatever you want. You could be like, damn, amazing eagle on hole 9. No one's gonna know the difference. I mean, they'll check this point and realize there's no eagle, but you can refer to this comment and be like, got you. Anyway, strong 9, confident. I'm aiming for the right edge of the green to the flag, not to the left-hand side. I'm still on the long side, so it's better than the short side. So that's the kind of miss that we like. Ideally, don't miss these no more. Chip, Tony. 9 holes down. Let's kind of reset, fix our shit up for the back 9. You know? So let's review a little bit. The front 9 did not go according to plan. And why is that? Well, the blow-up holes, party holes were a little too much party, you know? You get a little too sloppy. You wake up the next day, you got a hangover, you're feeling like shit for most of the day. You ruin the whole day. Well, no more party holes on the back 9. Not that much though. We had 3 green regulations, we had 2 birdies. The up and downs have not been where we wanted, but that's mainly because of these short putts. So we need to fix the short putting to much better place. And the approach shots have been pretty abysmal. I have pretty easy approach shots, and we need to not fuck them up. So instead of taking some off, I'm gonna work on trying to add some on. So 140 to cover the front. It's gonna hit a pitching wedge, strong pitching wedge, get it up there, as opposed to trying to take off a 9, because I'm gonna try to play a little bit more aggressive. I think it worked out. Hopefully I didn't go long. It was 160 to go long, but I smashed that. Somehow I went long with the pitching wedge. Sit, 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 sit. Oh, these wedges are killing me. It's just, see, these simple mistakes kill you so much. With a wedge in your hand, it's just so simple, but I don't know what is happening. That's the worst part, is I'm not doing anything different from when I hit it well. I'm just not hitting it well. I need a short game clinic. Go into Dan Greaves' comment section and just type "the doctor needs help" just over and over. Like, I need to relearn how to score, which is why we're doing these different philosophies with these break 80s. I need to figure out how to score again. Most of figuring out how to score right now is just my wedges. I'm back, pulled it. These bunkers are so strange. They're like dirt, but they're so fluffy. You need a lot of speed to get out of it. If you had too much speed, I'm afraid of too much spin coming out of the bunker and just stopping kind of like that. It didn't immediately stop, which is fine, but. Par 5, dog leg left, pretty far, 540. I think you just hit it over those trees. I think you're good. All right, I don't know where to aim, so I'm just gonna hit it back to the other fairway. Too long? Hopefully not. That was a really good blind second shot. Now we got 50 yards onto the green. Keep your arms wide, Tony. You know, I think I just need to play actual golf a little bit more, which I've been trying to do, but you know, then you got to watch the kid and you just don't have time. But I think I need to get like more, because there's no excuse for 50 yards to miss the green. And that's not like me, despite the last 2 rounds kind of looking like me. When I was playing much better golf and I was not playing like this. That's okay. You know what? That's why I am changing Breaking 80 to Breaking 80, trying to use different philosophies for scoring, as I said earlier. You ever just putt with your glove on sometimes? Take it off. I kind of do it probably more than I should. I don't know if you should take your glove on and off, but do it. Bad. I'm not hitting the ball bad, I'm just playing bad. And it really just comes down to my wedges today. My approach shots are also pretty abysmal, right? So, but most of them are, I'm leaving myself with a wedge in my hand and I'm missing the green, which is unacceptable at my level, where I should be. Not drawing, which means it's gonna be short. It is short, but should be all right. Man, I'm not getting any spin. Yeah, I need a wedge lesson, man. Anyway, Thanksgiving is around the corner. So what's your favorite dish at Thanksgiving? I know I always talk about food, but I like food, which is why I'm overweight. But what is your favorite dish? It's gotta be macaroni for me. Macaroni is just, it gets the job done. Or like turkey and cranberry sauce. I do love me some cranberry sauce. I can get down with that. And then obviously pumpkin pie. Is that too much? It's not enough. But I also shouldn't have left myself with a 30-foot putt. Bogey golf continues. Nobody likes bogey golf. I mean, bogey golf is fine if you're like trying to break 90, but I'm not trying to break 90. It's a short par 4, 280. It would be drivable, but today I don't need to go for it because why would I? Any hole that is a short par 4, obviously there's bait to it. So I'm guessing this out of bounds is all to the right. So we're gonna just try not to go right. I'm just gonna try to hit it smoothly up there because there is hazard in the front. So you gotta at least carry that, which is not that far. Okay, well maybe I should have gave it a little bit more oomph because then I would have drove the green. Pretty good. All right, let's go tap this in. It's another birdie. Play the music. I will say this is the most birdies I made in one round. So imagine if I didn't fuck up the rest of the day. So I don't really know what's going on here. I see a lot of like, so obviously I don't want to go in that, but it's a split fairway again. So I'm just gonna try to hit it. I'm just gonna try to keep it safe, hit it out there and see what I got left. I obviously pulled it, but whenever I'm next to a road, I get so much in my head because all I hear is window crashing, car screeching, and me running. And I don't like that. I got pretty far, I got 200 yards. I got a 6-iron. If I hit it well, it'll be on. If I hit it short, it should be all right. Hit it well, just off. It's all right. A little bumping around again. It's breaking a little to the left. So, look at this blade of grass. Ooh, do it, do it. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, what an ending. Look, I mean, I know most of you haven't watched this far. Two birdies to start, sandwich of a round. You gotta subscribe if you watch this far. I mean, I don't know why you would not subscribe if you watch this far, but, oh man.